Welcome back to my channel. If you want to make this particular style you're looking at, then this video is definitely for you, because I'm gonna take you through the process of cutting this exact style that you're looking at. Hit on the subscribe button so you can get notified whenever I share a new post like this. So without much further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, this fabric is actually a 4-yard fabric. It's 4 yards. So the basic thing is that you'll be folding into 4, right? Was the one I got for Eid, but because I got it for myself actually for the Eid festivity, but because I had some work to do, I just had to like abandon it and face people's work. When I remove my length, this is what I have left. So I'll be using this very particular one as a scarf, a tie. All right. So like I was saying, you're going to fold your fabric into 4. I want to make sure you can see this. So now this is the neckline that I was actually talking about. All right, I'm going to explain what I did here to this neckline to cut it out. Don't forget, it is 4 yards. We fold it into 4, and this one I had removed the neck, but let me explain how I did it, because like I said earlier, I did not know I would be using this very fabric for the tutorial. But because this little gown that I'm about to make is common, and most people ask me how I cut it and all of that, so it will be having a belt. Now let me explain the neck area. It depends on how wide the person wants the neck to be, but for the sake of tutorial, the basic neck width is of course 3.5. Yes. So because I do not want the neck to be too wide, I'm making it 3.5. So I measured the 3.5 here, like the width, that's how wide it will be, right? And for how deep it will be, I actually measured 2. So when I measured it, I cut it out. This is 2 here. Then I cut it out with my scissors, like from here to here. It's 2, then I cut it out. Yeah, and that is why we have something like this. So if I want it to be a little bit wider than this, I can as well, just trim it out a little. Trying to like trim it out a little. So that will be my neckline. So for this, we are actually not doing much. After cutting out the neckline, don't forget this is the sleeve of your bubble gown. That is how long it should be. When you place it, this is where this place actually represents the sleeve here. Right, mine is I think 21. Yeah. So when you place it here, this is actually 25. 25. That means it will be a little bit longer actually. It will be a little bit longer. All right, this is how I measured the sleeve earlier. Like it was not showing in the video, like the sleeve, depending on how long you want it to be. Okay, after removing our length, the next thing we are going to do here is to measure from the shoulder to the under bust line. And if you want to do that, this is how you measure it. I want it to show in the camera. Measure like this. For me, it is 14. So now I'll come here, and then with my tape rule, I'm gonna measure from the shoulder like this, from the shoulder here, then to the 14. We measured from the shoulder to the waist, so we are replacing it back here, and that's 14. So you just dot it a little so it won't show on the fabric. So your waist will actually determine the size here. That measurement is what will determine where I would place my rope. Don't forget, the rope we are fixing in is what will give us the fitted um look that we desire. I'll divide my waist by 4. Don't forget, we folded it into 4 places, so I'm dividing the waist by 4. As 28 divided by 4, I'll be having 7. So I'm gonna place it here. This is what 7 gives me. So that means when I'm placing my rope, this is where I'm gonna place it. Don't forget, this first point was to help us get the length from the shoulder to the waist, and this very place is where we are going to place tack our rope. The rope is what we'll be using to tie it from the inside to give us the fitted look.
So for the rope, we're actually done with this. This is basically all we've got to like, cut out for this particular style. It is easy, simple, and easy to do. It doesn't waste time. Now for the rope, okay, this is what remains from the 4 yards. And I don't want to cut this one. I don't want to remove the rope from this. I'll have to use another material for that since it won't be showing. It will be inside, so it won't be showing. Because if I decide to remove the rope from here, it will reduce the length of the scarf, and that won't be so good. So let me get another material that I'll be using for that. So you can use anything for the rope since it will be inside, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just gonna use this. I've got some green material, but I just can't find them. I might have to find that later. We are folding into four. See, this thing that I'm about to cut now is literally like you cutting a belt. So we are folding into four, right? For the sake of this tutorial, don't forget this is where we dotted for our waistline, right? So I want to show you how you sew this. I want to show you how you place it. So look at this. You don't know how to like you know stitch it right here. Don't forget you are opening it up. You are opening up. You have to open it up this way. You pin this here, right here. You pin it there like this. You pin it like this. Then you take the second rope and you try to locate the second point. Then you pin it like this. And then you stitch here, you stitch here. So this is where, after stitching, this is how you tie it. Like this is the rope that will be used to tie it from the inside to get that very look, that very style. So this is basically everything about sewing a fitted bubble gown, the kind of bubble gown that is fitted from the outside. This very one that you're seeing on your screen now.
This is basically the simplest way you can cut this luxury butterfly bubble gown. If you got to that stage, the very next thing is just for you to get your stone or applique or anything you'll be decorating it with ready, and then you place it on it. And that is basically all about sewing the style. Some people will decide to put ruffles at the edges of this particular dress. So that is basically all. If this helped you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can get notified whenever I share a new post. Stay tuned for more sewing tutorials and don't go anywhere because you're gonna learn a lot. So bye bye.